Hello, my name is Cullen Davis, a communication student graduating here from Alabama State. My greatest accomplishment that I have achieved while attending Alabama State University is the fact that I was able to work with three professional sports teams while I was here. Number one, Team USA Basketball; number two, the Atlanta Hawks; and number three, the Montgomery Biscuits. All of those professional teams gave me opportunities and work for an extended amount of time, traveling, conducting games, helping with their communications team in their department, all since I was a sophomore at Alabama State University. So I believe that's my greatest accomplishment. It's very, very tough to get one of those things. It's very, very tough to get selected for some of those opportunities. So the fact that I was able to lock in and successfully obtain three of them is something I'm very, very, very grateful for and very, very proud of. I've grown as a communicator by just being exposed and open and a sponge to so much about the world of communications. For me, being a journalism major with a strong basis in PR, a strong basis in sports communications, and spending so much time at ASU doing things that not only required by professors and required by courses, but also things I want to deep dive into as well. So even though I came in here as a journalism major, I took so many skills away in the areas of PR, in the areas of sports communication, in the areas of athletic communication. So they all helped me to become the person I am today. I even had the hand of getting work as a videographer, as a photographer, creating content, media production. So those are all things that help me become a Swiss Army knife in terms of things that I feel comfortable with, in terms of things that I know I can bring to the table. My favorite communications class at Alabama State has to be a tie between either beat reporting or intro to broadcast. Those two are my favorite. One, because in beat reporting, we actually did a group project where we worked on a sports documentary film that we applied for the Coca-Cola Sports Emmy. And it was such an amazing opportunity to do something like that, to have a hand in something that I'm actually not too familiar with in terms of filmmaking and producing, and getting that hand and getting that knowledge. And then my second one, intro to broadcast class, is my favorite because I was able to learn the ins and outs of how broadcast works. I was able to learn the tips, the tricks, the trades of videography, of content producing, clips, reels, editing, all of those things that I actually wanted to learn more about. So the fact that it was intertwined in my studies and in my curriculum in my class was great. The biggest life lesson I've learned while attending Alabama State University is perseverance. Perseverance and knowing your own worth. I say perseverance number one because it's going to be hard. Of course, attending an HBCU, attending a school like Alabama State, you're going to go through obstacles. You're going to go through tough times. You're going to go through the runaround sometimes when you want to find some answers or find some help. But that's the thing that filters out those that really want it versus those that are just okay with being average or going with the crowd. So one thing I learned is to be comfortable, negotiating, being comfortable, explaining, be comfortable, being able to be transparent with those, whether it's your dean, whether it's your chair, your advisor, your professor, understanding that, hey, this is something we're all grown, we're all adults, and knowing that in yourself and feeling confident to do that with your professors and your teachers. So when you graduate, that is something you already have ingrained in you for whatever life brings your way after graduation. Alabama State and Communications Department has helped me on my journey because they gave me a plethora of opportunities. Although I had to learn some of the things and had more on my plate with some of them, I'm so grateful for them. Biggest opportunity number one was being able to be a journalist for a school newspaper, the Hornet Tribune, getting that foundation of strong journalism background and how to write was key. You can't do anything in this major, whether you're PR or you're journalism, whether you're whatever you want to be, radio and TV. If you don't have a sense of writing, if you don't have a sense of how a story should be told, if you don't have a sense of how this should flow. So that was great. And the next thing was I became the assistant SID for all of athletics at Alabama State University. So that was something that was great because when I graduate, that role is what I will actually be doing. So to get reps, to get practice, to get runs in, be able to make mistakes, be able to learn, be able to think of ideas and strategize while in college with someone by your side was something that I was very, very grateful for. And it just showed me that this is what I want to do after graduation. I have the skills and the tangibles to do it. So I'm just grateful that I was able to lock that in. And those are things that Alabama State definitely did that shaped my life.